what's going on, guys? I'm back to another video, and this is a Starbucks run. So there's my grandma, and I'm going for a Starbucks run. All right, let's go. I'm gonna have to keep you guys in my pocket probably. Let's see. Can I please get a tray?
A tray?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's go. I got the drinks. One's for my grandma. Two are for me and my grandma. Oh my god, how am I gonna open the door? Hey! Okay. It's heavy. Oof! Oof! Yeah, so me and my grandma will tell you what she got.
I got what I always get, almost always, which is a chai latte with whole milk and no water.
Did I get you what you wanted? I'm missing the tea bag. Wait, am I?
Yeah. Did they put? That was from before. Did
Cool.
it fall off the tray?
No, I just lost my straw. Hold on. I just forgot it. I'll go get it.
Okay.
Okay, talk.
Yeah.
No, just talk to me.
Oh. Okay. So I got a chai latte. If you go back in, can you ask for a stopper too, please? Thank you. And Bronson got a vanilla frappuccino. Why on a frosty morning you want a frosty drink is beyond me, but so be it. And Grandpa got a green tea, but Bronson lost the extra tea bag, so he's going to find it. And ow, just burnt myself with tea because they didn't put a stopper in it. Hope I hear a child. Okay, did you find it? Okay, here we go. Bronson's giving me back my change. There you go.
Is this my new straw?
Yes, I was starting to open it for you, but I didn't get very far.
Oh. Thank you.
I'll take that.
Starbucks. We all love some Starbucks at 4 in the morning. Who likes Dunkin'?
Remember when we went to,
Ugh.
we got up really early and couldn't get back to sleep?
Yeah.
We ended up going to Starbucks at like 10 to 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
We're like, well, we're awake. We're not going back to sleep, obviously. We've been up for an hour already.
Ugh. I got hair in my mouth. It's my hair.
At least now you can see that it's your
Yeah.
I'm usually the one blamed for hair in food.
Because you have long hair. Tell them a story about us.
The very first time you asked to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
So Bronson, when she was a baby, used to come and spend a couple of weekends a month at least.
Which
with
is
me.
Grandpa's?
That one. Oh, you did get a star. Good job. Thank you. So he used to spend weekends with me quite often, and we had a little bit of a routine. He'd get dropped off on Friday, and he was like, you know, a little over 1 year old. He'd get dropped off on the Friday. That would be good. We'd hang out and sleep over, and in the morning we would be up earlier than his grandpa would. And so in order to let grandpa sleep, I would want to take Bronson out of the house. So the usual routine was get up on Saturday morning, go downstairs, get my shoes and coat on, and we'd go to Starbucks. So I think Bronson was like 14 or 15 months, so just a little over a year. And we had different plans that day. We were going to go to a festival, so I didn't want to go to Starbucks first. So we headed off, or we headed downstairs, got up as normal, headed downstairs. I put Bronson down on the carpet, and instead of walking over to get my shoes and coat, I started walking into the kitchen. And this little teeny voice behind me pipes up with, "Gamma, Starbucks." Now, how he, well, first of all, I was like, oh my God, I've commodified a child. So, not only was he like well established in the habit of Saturday mornings are for Starbucks, at just over a year, not only was that the case, he could tell me that was the case and remind me if I didn't do that. And I just thought that was so hilarious. Gamma, why are you going to the kitchen? That's not where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to get your coat and shoes so we can go to Starbucks. And his little face when I said, we're not going to Starbucks today, buddy, we're going to a festival, was this mix of like confusion, but we always go to Starbucks, and disappointment, like, but I like Starbucks. Oh, puppy. Sorry, I got distracted by a squirrel. I think you're taking a picture of my knees.
No, I'm
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that was pretty funny. Like the fact that he knew there was a routine. How he knew it was Saturday morning, I'll never know. But okay. That was pretty cool. Do you know I used to keep track of your language?
Really?
Yeah. At one point I wanted to know what your vocabulary was, so I started writing down all the different words that you used. And you wrote 1.5 years. So I go, God, that was like somebody walking a horse for a minute. It's just a bunch of people walking socially distanced.
Almost like.
I wrote a bunch of words down, probably about 40 or so. And what I noticed was that you were saying complete sentences. So, like, little babies will often be like, Gamma, Starbucks. But you pretty quickly went to sentences like, Grandma, aren't we going to Starbucks? I stopped writing down your language, and I stopped even thinking about if your language was okay and on target or not when you were not yet 2 and you said to me a correct, grammatically correct sentence. It was 10 words long and it had a clause in it. I wish I'd written down what the sentence was, but it was something like, if Grandpa gets up late, then can we go to Starbucks? Or if Grandpa gets up late, can we have a hot tub? It was like a complicated sentence, and you weren't 2 yet. And it had like a whole bunch of words.
Tell them they don't touch my grandma like that story.
Oh yeah. So Grandpa and I were having a argument/discussion one day, and Grandpa was being a little bit testy and not super polite. And please make sure you slow down coming into there, guy, so you don't wish to get into another car accident. So Grandpa was being a little bit testy, shall we say, and Bronson took exception to that and thought that Grandpa was out of line. Now, Bronson was about 2.5 or maybe 3 at the time, so, knee-high to a grasshopper. And Grandpa said something to me that he did not like. And he walked over and he said, "Don't you talk to my grandma like that." And he took a swing at Grandpa's knee. Whacked him on the thigh. At which point Grandpa looked down and started to laugh because he was like, "Oh my God, that's hilarious." And then he said, "Wow, he's pretty brave because, Grandpa's a giant compared to him." Yeah.
We used to
be a giant compared to you, and at that time, because you were just like wee.
Wee.
Yeah.
Wee. Do you want to go check the mail?
It's Sunday, babe. They don't deliver on Saturday.
I know. Monday.
Tomorrow afternoon, we can check the mail. We might get a UPS delivery today, though.
4.
But that's not helpful for you because it's nothing you're allowed to see.
Bumhole. I'm gonna you na. Jacob, there ain't gonna be no tomorrow na if you don't put the seatbelt on. You're gonna die.
Speaking of that, I need to get you. All right, how are we doing here? Looking for deer, looking for bear, looking for raccoons, because we see all of those in
Oh
this
yeah, tell
neighborhood.
them the story when we came home from Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah, we're driving home from Dairy Queen, just down where we were a minute ago. And I look, it's dark out. I look and there's a bear. I could see a bear shape and I'm like, oh, that's weird. No, it was an actual bear.
It was?
Yeah. And of course there was. And he was wandering around. We were watching him. He was wandering around, checking out the brand new houses that weren't yet finished. And so we stopped and we watched him. He didn't seem very worried about that. We stopped and watched him for a bit. And then I thought he was going down the hill. But no, he was coming up the hill, which is where we live. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go home and get into the house right away because Mr. Bear is clearly heading in this direction. And Mr. Bear knows that he can occasionally get kind of lucky and find a spare bag of garbage or something that he can get into.
All right, time to go give Grandpa his Starbucks.
10 o'clock, it's time for Grandpa to get up.
Should I go belly flop on him?
Not with hot tea.
But otherwise I could.
Otherwise you could.
That'd be fun. Okay, you bring in that, and I'll bring in this and this.
Sounds like a plan.
Whee!
Oh, it is frosty out this morning.
No, it's not.
It is for people that didn't live in the godforsaken part of the world called the Kootenays.
Me and Avery be in shorts right now.
You are in shorts right now.
I know. Yeah, this is our babysitter's pumpkin.
I don't know how she managed to get
My name, my age. The last time I got my 4 pounds of chai. Today.
Some days are 2 Starbucks days.
Time to bring my grandfather his tea. I just spat on the phone. Oh, did you bring in his tea bag? No, you didn't.
You can get it later because he's going to be out.
Time to go give my grandfather his tea. But I bet he wants it now, right?
Yeah, you can take it to him now. Tell him it's time to get up.
Get up! Eggs and bakey wakey.
Wakey, eggs and bakey.
is going to sleep for about another hour, okay? Thank you.
He wants to sleep for another hour.
Tell him he has to factor in half an hour of house cleaning for me.
Yes, you have to factor in that.
Okay.
Huh?
Did you leave his today?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just a bit of a vlog, I guess. Because me and my grandmother are ding-dongs. We just... Sometimes we do this. Oh, wait, hold the camera.
To be clear, we do this means he does this. Okay, but you need to wrap this up. My phone doesn't have that much storage.
Bye, guys.